Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome ASUS CEO Jerry Shed.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us today. I can see and feel the excitement from all of you who are with us in person and via the web. Thank you for sharing your precious time with us. Sharing has never been so fast, easy, and seamless. Sharing has become an inseparable part of our daily life. We share moments. We share memories. We share happiness. And we share love. We share everything we feel, we see and feel with those who are for real. Photos are the center of our universe. We love photo. It is an inspiration, a promise, and a tool designed to empower your story. Now, come along for the ride.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies blue, clouds of white, bright first day, dark city night. I think to myself, the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, and also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shake hands and how do you do? They're really saying I love you. I read me smile. I watch them roll, learn much more, and I don't never know. I said to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, a bright last day, the dark sacred night. I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Thank you. What a wonderful world with our entire family of Zenfone 4. Each and every one of them is designed from the ground up to give you the most mind-blowing photography experience. Two cameras are better than one. That is why professional photographers have multiple lenses at their disposal. Our love for photo is for real, and we are proud to be the first to introduce a dual camera system to our entire family of Zenfone 4. We know the importance of having full access to your horizon. Having access to the full picture is the best essential of good photography. That is why we are bringing a 120-degree wide-angle lens to all our Zenfone phones, so you can capture more of every scenery and everyone you love. The biggest enemy of cameras on smartphone is the size of the aperture. We overcome this physical limitation with our exclusive super pixel technology, which consists of our exclusive super pixel engine that runs our super fast multi-stage, multi-thread, noise reduction algorithms to achieve the highest level of light sensitivity and image quality. There are 3 series designed to fulfill every walk of life. And there is even a pro version for every series that goes above and beyond the ultimate incredible. Without further delay, let us welcome Jen, our design director, to stage and tell the story of our Zenfone 4 series. Welcome, Jen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome ASUS Design Director Jen Trong.
Thank you. And thank you, Jerry. Good evening, everyone. Travel is a very personal thing, especially for those who enjoy traveling alone. I arrived in Rome 2 days before to get a taste of this great city and its great stories. Time becomes a very intriguing concept when you see ancient Rome with modern people intertwined in the landscape. And so everywhere I went, people were taking a lot of photos of Rome and themselves in it. Selfies and Wi-Fi's are the best statements. I am here now. I'm remembering this moment now. I will always remember this. You and I, we travel the world together. While watching people and myself experience these statements, I truly understand why everyone in ASUS works so hard so our smartphones can become your best travel companions. Without further ado, allow me to introduce my new best friends, Zenfone 4 Selfie and Selfie Pro. Here. Both with beautification built into everything. High-res video, wide-angle lens, Zenfone 4 Selfie series are the best way to tell my story. Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro has the wide-angle camera and the high-resolution Sony IMX362 camera, both on the front, providing 120 degrees of everything and 2 times greater light sensitivity compared to other smartphone cameras. Our exclusive image processor, the ASUS Super Pixel Engine, controls the light sensitivity and reduces image noise. Combined with larger aperture and the largest sensor in the camera module, you can now take great selfies in backlight, low light, and nighttime situations. If you're at a romantic dinner or camping out at a barbecue with friends, you still have great photos. The software LED by the front camera gives you studio-like experience. It softens your skin tone and brings out the best in you, making you the star in every selfie. Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro has 24 megapixel dual pixel image technology, where Zenfone 4 Selfie has 20 megapixel respectively, making every selfie and photo super crisp. Facebook is the most popular live streaming platform in the world. The 4K ultra high definition selfie videos are the greatest way to live stream. You can tell better stories with more true life perspectives without any compromise. If you're a selfie fan like me, you know everything there is to know about beautification and its filters. Besides enhancing natural beauty, sometimes it's simply fun to play with what can only be imagined about yourself in real screen. We embedded the must-haves in our camera app. Skin tone, soften skin, brighten skin, enhance eyes, thin cheeks, so you don't have to open another app. And the setting can be fixed, so you won't need to spend more time tweaking every photo. The best part is, you will never need to look jet-lagged or look like you just got off a 12-hour flight. You always look your best, am I right? Thank you. Selfie Master is exclusively ASUS. The app walks you through creating beautified photos and videos, slideshows with multimedia, collages, even live streaming, all in one touch. And since we have the super wide 120-degree wide-angle lens, we can now open the photo frame by 200%. Now everyone and everything can fit into the photo. No more squeezing, no more face blocking when taking selfies. The true Full HD AMOLED display lets you relive those precious moments most vividly. Courage Gorilla Glass softens the edge for you to hold and to swipe. Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro is machined out of a single piece of aluminum. Minimal, elegant, and extremely solid. With only 6.85 millimeter in thickness, Zenfone 4 Selfie fits into your pocket, your hand, or any accessory and be just stunning. For those of you, which is all of you, who travel the world or have busy multiple lives, our triple slot design stores up to 2 SIM cards and up to 2 TB memory card, savoring more perfect captures. Now we hope you will enjoy our Zenfone 4 Selfie. As much as we do. Here is the product video, and thank you.
Now please welcome ASUS Head of Global Marketing Content for Mobile, Marcel Campos.
Thank you, everyone. How are you doing tonight? We are in Rome, baby. Que bello! It's an honor to be here. And it's an honor to be here to introduce to you our incredible products. But before that, there's an important part of our products that is called software. Our ZenUI is the soul of our Zenphones. We made a complete overhauling in our ZenUI, but with the end-user experience in mind. We made it with 3 fundamental pillars on that. Those pillars are quite easy to remember. One is to be simpler, with a modern look. The other one is to be smarter, so we remove all the hassle. And the last one is to be faster, so you feel the speed in every single touch. We make a dramatic reduction of the pre-installed apps. We cut more than 43% of redundant apps. We free you storage with less interference from the manufacturer. And we are giving you the freedom to choose what you're going to put inside your product. I know, I also think that it's more intuitive, it's modern, and have gorgeous interface. And you're going to be proud to use ZenUI again. We also are introducing today a very nice app we call Twin Apps. Why it's very nice? Because probably like me, you have 2 SIM cards, one for the work, one for your personal life. And usually you have 2 accounts on WhatsApp, or Line, or Facebook, or Instagram, and now we can use both together in the same device. Because Twin Apps duplicate that app for you, and you can use both accounts together. We made huge optimizations. The unlock screen now is 37% faster. The apps can launch super fast. Look at Facebook here. More than 49% faster than the previous ZenUI. It's the fastest ZenUI ever created. And it's one of the best UI in the market right now. You know, Zenfone 4 series, it's coming with the ZenUI 4 for sure, but also we received the upgrade to Android Go. But this is not enough. Inside ASUS, we always talk about doing the right things right. And we know we should respect our loyal fans, people who bought our product. We should not forget about them. That's why the Zenfone 3 series is also receiving ZenUI 4 and upgrading to Android Go. Isn't it incredible? Let's get back to the main reason we are here today. Let me introduce to you our new Zenfone 4. Zenfone 4 probably is the most awaited product from ASUS this year. And I'm sure you all will be amazed by the features we add to it. It's incredible performance and astonishing pictures that lives in the heart of Zenfone 4. It's a real jewel, a masterpiece of glass and metal. It was crafted for those who love photography, but also we care about those who like to live in style. We know that cameras are really important, but the design cannot be compromised, not even by the camera size. In our minds, when we are designing the Zenfone 4, we want to show the devotion we have to the design. It must be beautiful and functional at the same time. We make cameras seamless to the product construction. It's a flat surface in the back without any obstruction. It's a beautiful, gorgeous product. It's super bright and crystal clear screen. with the strong Gorilla Glass 2.5D. But also, it's a 5.5 inches screen in a body of 5.2 inches. So you feel better in your hands and looks amazing. And yes, dual cameras. I guess everyone knows that already. And what you don't know are the ingredients inside those cameras that make them so special. It's gonna be clear like never before. Brighter like never before. Not only an aperture, it's a mix of aperture, pixel size, and quality sensors that make pictures looking so amazing in the low light conditions. You know, this is a picture taken by a professional photographer. We do that, right? When we do events like that, what do? We give our product to a professional photographer and say, just take the best picture you can with my product. Bring it back because we're going to use it in the presentation. And actually, this photographer did a really good job. Not only the normal picture, but also the wide picture of Zenfone 4 is amazing. Amazing picture. Wide angle. Wide angle is a real benefit you can feel right away. For every single picture you take, you also take a wide angle picture. You're going to see that. But you know what? I'm an ordinary person just like you. And smartphone cameras, they should be really easy to use, right? How can you take beautiful images in just a snap? The phone should do that work for you. And because I'm just like you, I'm not a professional photographer, I'm going to share with you the pictures I took with Zenfone 4, and you can check in my Instagram account. So you're going to see they are real. You know the Coliseum, right? I guess everybody knows. But the Coliseum is not good enough if there is no wide angle to make it huge as it deserves. How, without the wide angle lens, how would I remember about this car? This is an Italian car. How would I remember this car? Because this car is actually really small, but I only can remember if I put on the wide angle lens. It's a really small car, really tiny, beautiful one. There is no fun without a full playground. And check this picture against the sunlight in both cameras. We could picture the colors, the details in the ground. We don't miss a thing in the picture. You know, when you change your camera, you change your perspective. Everything looks different, better, wider. I went to Disney World with my family on these vacations. And this is my daughter, Julia. And I don't know how many of you heard about this new park inside Disney World, the Avatar Park. How many of you? One person, great, thank you. So my daughter Julia, she asked me to take this picture with this plant. It's a fake plant, you know, it's in the park, it's something new. And when we approach this plant will have a gas, and this gas is a smoke and there is a bad smell. This is by purpose, you know, to trick people. And when she asked me, I took this picture, but I also was trying changing cameras, right? When I changed the camera to have the full picture in wide angle, she don't like that smell at all. You can see her face. And Disney World is really, really amazing, you know. You can take pictures everywhere because there's several occasions. In this case, I have here my son, Pedro. He's 3 years old, but he's wearing 6 years old clothes. So you can imagine, it's a little monster. And you can see the vertical angle, right? Wide angle, right? Vertical pictures when you hold the phone like this. You can enjoy this extended world with the wide angle camera, including my little monster. And HDR at night. I think this is one of the major improvements we are bringing to Zenfone 4, you know. HDR at night. Check that picture on Epcot Center. That picture is amazing, full of details. It was taken at night. It's incredible. This one in Taipei, you can see the lights here in the beginning, but also in the middle and in the back. And nobody's compromising the picture. Or even in really low light conditions for pictures, you can see this wall totally in the dark. you can see all the details. Even inside the window you can see it, and the glass details you can see it. It's amazing HDR pictures with Zenfone 4. But talking about low light conditions, I took some pictures here in Rome. Check this one. Totally dark, right? But you know what amazed me about this picture? Is when you zoom in that picture and you still have the quality. You still have the quality in a night picture in low light condition with Zenfone 4. It's amazing. From my small smartphone to this huge screen. This is the picture I took 2 days ago. Can you imagine that? Totally dark in the Vatican. I also take the chance to take pictures with the Zenfone 4 selfie. So I was walking around in Rome, and then I said, well, how to take pictures with Zenfone 4 selfie, right? I have to demonstrate that to the people here tonight. So I thought, well, the best thing about Zenfone 4 selfie is the wide angle lens, the other camera. But I need more people, right? And I was alone. So I just approached those girls. It was kind of easy to approach them. And they said to me they are from Belgium. And yes, Belgium. They have good beer. And also, I took one picture with them, one selfie, right away, on the spot. They said, it's okay, you can take the selfie. I said, really? I'm going to put in a presentation. Tons of people see, no problem. I said, great. And then I changed the camera. I told them, I'm going to change the front camera, and you're going to see how you're going to look in the other camera. The same place, the same phone, different camera. Will be extremely hard to explain my wife how I took this picture. You know, all of that, it's really, really amazing, but without a good autofocus, a fast one, is not possible. So we put millions of focal points. We don't miss a moment with the dual pixel PDAF technology. It's a sharper pictures in any conditions. The Pro mode, we have a Pro mode in our camera. So that means that you can have a really photographer tool in your hands. From long exposure to RAW support, you always will find new ways to tweak your pictures. And yes, we are bringing 120 FPS for the normal Full HD recording, and up to 240 for slow motion, and you can select the one you want in different speeds. Zenfone 4 brings the best balance ever. It's 4 GB of RAM and impressive energy efficiency with the new 630 Snapdragon processor from Qualcomm. It's bigger, but it's thinner. It's a sleek design without compromising the battery. Not at all. Actually, we did the opposite. We add more battery and make it thinner. Sound is also important, right? We cannot forget about sound. So we can divide the sound in 2 parts, the native speakers and the headphones. And for the native speakers, we add an additional speaker in the front of the product, together in the one in the bottom. So we have a stereo sound with high res quality. But when it comes to the headphones that you use in your daily basis, it's also important to take care of that, right? We are using more and more the headphones. So we partner with DTS-X to enhance the audio experience you can have with the product when you are listening to your favorite tunes or when you are watching your videos. But that's not only that. We also include Bluetooth 5, so we have fast wireless technology for your wireless devices, including your wireless headphones. And we put also Qualcomm aptX technology on that. So we have the best audio quality wireless. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's welcome the new Zenfone 4 to Europe. the product I love most. But let's move on. Let's move on to the next product. There's still one product to show tonight, right? It's a pleasure to bring to you tonight our Zenfone 4 Pro, our new flagship smartphone. Zenfone 4 Pro is not only the consequence of Zenfone 4, it follows the design signature of ASUS from Zenfone 4 to the Pro, Zenfone 4 Pro. And we are adding more premium feeling in every single touch on the product. And a high-end smartphone deserves a high-end camera. Zenfone 4 Pro is the first of his kind to incorporate all the best quality Sony sensors available in the market. All the cameras are Sony sensors. It's the first time that happened. Each sensor has a distinct function and a reason to exist. For the main back sensor, we use the IMX362 with aperture of 1.7 and a huge 1.4 micron sensor. So you can imagine the pixel size is quite big. You can put a lot of light inside your pictures with great quality. And there is optical image stabilization with super pixel engine. They are both bound together. So you can create a unique photography experience. HDR pictures, like never seen before. We are leaving competitors far, really far behind. Check this. Check the sunlight here in this picture. When you compare to your competitors, you can see the details here on the ground. You can see the people over there walking, and you can see the color of the grass, what you cannot see in the others. On the second back camera, we choose the Sony IMX351. The reason why is because the best zoom sensor available in the market. It has amazing 16 megapixels and astonishing close-ups. The front camera also, it's really important for the Zenfone 4 Pro. We put the Sony IMX319 with 1.4 micron pixel size and the aperture of 1.9. It also takes advantage of all our super pixel technology and electronic stabilization videos. And for sure, we are adding the portrait mode with the kind of deep detail level that we've never seen before. It enhances depth of field in a way that is so stunning that portraited pictures should have another name, because it's a new level. All of that would make no sense if you cannot capture the pictures in an instant. So I put together three technologies, right? The dual pixel technology, the PDAF. We put it together, the subject tracking autofocus and the laser autofocus. All of them together we call the 3-tech. We call it 3-tech because it's another important feature inside Zenfone 4 Pro that only Zenfone 4 Pro carries. And we know the battery is what keeps you running when you want a full day of pictures. With the new Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, aligned to the massive battery of 3,600 mAh, 3,600, will give you more than a full day of photography adventures. As explained before on Zenfone 4, audio is important. And Zenfone 4 Pro is also receiving the dual speaker system. So we also have stereo system audio here, and DTS-X, and Qualcomm aptX, and all the things I showed you just before on Zenfone 4. And you know, although we love photo, Zenfone 4 Pro shared another love in his heart. Together with Qualcomm, Zenfone 4 Pro sports the ultra-fast Snapdragon 835. It's an incredible product. So let's check this video. stage tonight the Executive Vice President of Qualcomm, Mr. Cristiano Amon. Please, Cristiano.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Qualcomm Executive Vice President Cristiano Amon.
Good evening. It's such a pleasure to be here. I want to start by thanking Marcel. Obrigado, Marcel. You just happen to be Brazilian like me. And also, I would like to thank our colleagues of ASUS. It's an incredible day here to be in this building. Actually, I haven't seen the building. It's beautiful, this one. And I'd actually be here in one of my favorite towns in the world, which is Rome. So thank you very much for spending time with us. I'm actually very happy to be here. We are so proud of this partnership with ASUS for the Zenfone Pro, in particular with the approach that ASUS took with Qualcomm with regards to the Snapdragon 835. So one of the important things about this phone, which is actually breakthrough, is the approach it took to speed. And as we start to talk about in this industry, about the upcoming 5G, this Zenfone 4 Pro actually bring 5G type experience to reality today. It's actually the first smartphone in the industry that has multi-gigabit connectivity across the cellular LTE networks and across the Wi-Fi network. And we're very happy to be launching this technology of multi-gigabit with our partner ASUS. Gigabit LTE is actually one of the breakthrough for the wireless industry, when you actually could get faster speeds that you can get in the landline or fiber in a smartphone. And that just speaks to the fact that that's the device we want to access the internet, is the device we have with us, all the time. And as you get that speed on cellular, we also, with ASUS, are upgrading that on the Wi-Fi. With multi-gigabit Wi-Fi, with the standard 802.11ad, which is actually like a 3-band Wi-Fi, you can actually gigabit capabilities in this device, no matter where you are. And we're bringing this to the Android ecosystem. It's the ecosystem that today you can find gigabit cellular and gigabit Wi-Fi. And as you look at the potential of that capability, whether you're outdoor or whether you are indoor, you can have the fastest speeds to connect to the internet in your smartphone. And with the Wi-Fi on 802.11ad, you can get up to 4.6 gigabits of speed in a smartphone. It is incredible, and I think it's a testimony of the potential that we have with those mobile devices, and I think how this industry is changing dramatically when everybody wants more speed, faster connection to the internet, and that's going to take us from gigabit LTE to 5G. And I think I just want to say that we're so proud of being working with ASUS with Snapdragon 835. This is the first time in the industry that the mobile chipset, the mobile processor, actually is the one with the faster transistor technology. When we broke the barrier of 10 nanometer, that didn't happen in a PC. That actually happened in a mobile phone. And it's the first 10 nanometer, mobile SoC, mobile processor, is 25% less power, 25% faster, with a lot of capabilities, in particular on camera. And I think ASUS is a company that actually brought the power of the Snapdragon camera to life. But the Zenfone 4, it's also using Snapdragon 630. And that's also a significant upgrade in the high tier. It's twice as fast 4G LTE with battery life in the new Camera Spectra engine. So thank you again for the opportunity to be here. I just want to thank the ASUS for the great partnership. Thank you all.
But you know what? I think we should call Jerry here and you both take a picture together with the new Zenfone 4. Is that okay?
Cheers.
Jerry, please.
Come in.
Thank you for your team's collaboration on smartphone and PCs. And thank you for being our friends and partners. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is a great partnership of success, and I think it's probably the beginning of more to come. I'm sure soon we're probably going to be seeing gigabit-capable PCs from ASUS. So, thank you. Thank you so much. How about we took one more photo? I'm ready to pay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Cristiano. Hope to see you again soon, huh?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So, everyone. I'd like, first of all, thank you, all of you, for the time to be here, you know. It's a special moment for ASUS in Europe. Probably, and I'm very sure, is the biggest moment ever for us. And we have tonight here more than 20 countries, right? It's a lot of people across Europe. It's amazing we could pull all of you together. But you know what? We are not ending here. It's actually just beginning. We have tonight a show, right? Bob Sinclair? Yeah, you are excited, I know. 11 p.m. 11 p.m. starts the show, so don't miss it, okay? Stay here, wait for the show to start. It's going to be full of people because we're going to receive more guests. It's going to be almost 3,000 people tonight here, and you are the lucky one to be here in the VIP area, okay? And I would like to invite all of you to our experience area outside. Thank you very much. Ciao.
Ladies and gentlemen, the demo area is now open. Please remember to take all of your belongings. Thank you for coming and enjoy your evening.